everybody? It's Smiley with Parallel Defense. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. Today, we're going to be reviewing an optic that has just hit the market this year. That's going to be the C&H Precision EDC optic. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to C&H Precision for sending me this optic for review. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Nothing but good things to say about this optic. First and foremost, though, let's give you guys a little background. The optic is the EDC optic. That stands for everyday carry. A lot of you guys have explained on my channel that you're not familiar with some of the jargon of the 2A community. So if you guys ever see EDC, that stands for everyday carry. This is C&H Precision's smallest red dot on the market currently. It is their EDC. This year at SHOT Show 2023, they released 4 red dots, with the EDC being one of them. So you have the EDC, which is for your micro compacts, so your SIG 365, your Hellcats Pros, Glock 43, the whole 10, all of those guns, anything with an RMSC footprint is going to be your EDC. Your EDC XL is going to be your RMR footprint, so your Glock 19s, your Glock 17s, anything that comes from the factory that is cut for an optic, typically is going to use an RMR footprint. The EDC XL is for that one. Then you have your comp, also, which is an RMR footprint. Most people are using that for competition shooting. It has a rounded perimeter of it, so it's very, very similar to some of the other market red dots out there. And then they have the DUTY. The DUTY is going to be your fully enclosed optic. Not sure what the footprint is on that one, but it's meant to be ready for all environments, all terrains, especially having that enclosed feature. So those are the 4 optics that C&H Precision released. If you're not familiar with C&H Precision, they are most known for their optic placed in their slide milling. So that's about C&H Precision. Thank you guys again for sending me this out. Let's go ahead and jump into the review. So I currently have about 800 rounds through the EDC, and I'm happy to report there was no issues. We'll go over some backgrounds, some generic information, and I'll tell you guys about my opinion. So initially, or when you get it, the first thing I noticed on it was pretty. It came out the box, aesthetically pleasing. I like the nice logo on the side. It's not overbearingly big, but it's not too small. The shape of the glass and the actual optic itself threw me off. So I noticed initially when I picked it up and I presented my pistol that the glass appeared to be a lot larger than some of its competitors. Initially, that threw me off. I was like, wow, this feels like I'm shooting a standard size RMR or a miniature red dot sight. So I was very, very happy to hear that and see what was going on, like what they were doing there. After further review, I went ahead and was able to look up the dimensions, and it's exactly the same as some of its competitors. Where I'm seeing a larger glass, I don't know, it might just be me, but I definitely feel like the glass is larger. After looking at it a little bit more, it seems like the perimeter of the optic itself is slightly thinner than some of its competitors, and the glass may be a little bit forward instead of recessed into the optic body than some of the other ones. Those are just small things that I noticed that may give that appearance to be larger, but I was happy with it nonetheless. But again, back to its features, it uses a 1632 side loading battery. It has 10 brightness settings, 2 night vision. Those are huge for me. It also has a shake awake feature. Now let's talk about shake awake. There have been some optics that I've reviewed in the past that have had issues with the shake awake. They have a really, really weird shake awake setting where it'll be on for 24 hours. If you pick it up within a 24-hour period, it's good to go. I'm not a fan of that. I want it to be very, very simple. I pick up the optic, it turns on, I put it down, it goes to sleep after so many minutes. This specific optic will go to sleep after 5 minutes. That's gonna add into its 50,000 hours battery life. This is CNC machined. The optic's great. Aside of those features, again, I mentioned it has an RMSC footprint. Besides that, the optic is phenomenal. There's nothing that I noticed wrong with it. The MSRP on C&H Precision website is $249. So again, it's coming in right at that market price of some of its competitors, which is gonna be very, very good for your market and competing with. A couple of features, or one feature I noticed very, very quickly that I enjoyed was its built-in iron sights, if you will. Some people, when they get their slides cut, especially if they get a brand new pistol and it's not optics ready, they will opt out to have their rear sight notch removed. When that happens, it's hard finding an optic to put on there that's gonna co-witness with your front sight pretty well through your optic, and some of the other competitors really haven't mastered that yet. I think C&H Precision did a very, very good job with their rear iron sight aperture visual, whatever you wanna call it. The 2 posts on the back are very, very noticeable, and while you're presenting it, you can actually pick up your front sight through there if you have a raised front sight. Brightness settings are good. The 2 night vision settings good. Everything checks out with this optic, which is very, very good to hear. Now, reasons why you would buy this optic. Let's say you don't like the competitors. There are, I don't know, 5 or 6 different competitors on the market with this. You have your Vortex Edge, you have your Holosun 407, 507K, you have your EPSs, you have your Swamp Fox Sentinel. Let's say you're not a fan of any of those companies, you want to try something out for whatever reason. Some people don't like Holosun because they're Chinese, whatever the argument is there. Some people don't like the Sentinel because Swamp Fox is new to the market. Again, whatever there. Vortex is known to have issues with their electronics here and there, so I can see why you may strive away from that. RMSC is made out of polymer. That one's kind of self-explanatory. It's not going to be as rugged as some of these other optics that are made out of 70-75 aluminum. So that might be why you want to go with the EDC, and I am going to sign off on it. I'm going to say it's good to go. That's if you're taking my opinion. Of course, some of you guys may watch this video and tell me that my opinion is worthless. That's fine. Thank you guys for clicking and watching. But aside that, the EDC definitely checks all the boxes. There isn't a feature on here that I don't like. There was not one point I was shooting where I was like, I don't like that, which is good for me because that makes the review nice and easy. There's nothing bad to say about it. The only issue that I guess some people could see is that it is at that market point. So some people like myself that run Holosun optics may be like, why would I go with this over that? You don't have to. I personally will be buying an EDC. I do have to send this one back. They just sent it out for review. Transparency there. I do plan on buying one and leaving it on my CZP-01. To me, it fits this optic or this pistol pretty much perfectly. It gives it that nice visual of a full-size optic on there and sits very, very close to it. Unlike my Holosun, which when I put it on there, made the gun look a lot smaller than it wanted to be. Some people may like that, some people may not. It's my gun, it is what it is. But in thoughts, the EDC is good to go, boxes checked. It did everything it needs to do. It meets all the industry standards of battery life, shake awake, 10 brightness settings, large window, the whole nine, it's got it. So definitely check C&H Precision out. Thank you guys again for watching. C&H Precision, thank you guys for sending me out this optic. I appreciate it. If you guys want to support the channel, everybody that I tag below is a major supporter of the channel. Definitely shop with those guys. Again, if you guys ever have any questions, you know I'm free. Shoot me a message, send a comment under here. We'll have a conversation. We'll go on about our day. Please be paying attention to my channels. Go ahead and hit that subscribe and that notification bell to see when I'm releasing new videos. Here in the future, we will be doing reviews on the FDES ported slide line. They have 3 slides out currently that I think you guys are going to enjoy a lot if you're running a SIG build. We'll also be talking about the Swamp Fox Warhorse here very, very soon. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You guys have a good one. I'm out.